Welcome to Garden Tips YouTube channel. In today's episode, let's quickly walk through our entire collection of useful gardening videos over a period of 4 years. I request you to watch this entire video to explore so many new things in gardening. You can search and watch all these detailed episodes only at youtube.com/gardentips. Now, let's see what you learn at Garden Tips. My top 50 secret gardening ideas and hacks for beginners and experts. Top 10 reasons for leaf yellowing and leaf browning with solutions. Applying air pruning principle to grow a large plant out of a small container. Effect of magnetism on plant growth, an experiment. Effect of electricity on plant growth, an experiment. The right method to make banana peel fertilizer and banana peel tea to boost blooms. Top 5 rooting tricks to multiply difficult to propagate plants, that's air layering fruit trees. Shocking gardening questions answered, a complete playlist on over 50 gardening myths and facts revealed, like do plants feel pain? What happens when you expose roots to light? My grandma says do not go near plants during the night time. Why? Can I add blood or urine to plants? Do plants die of old age? And many similar questions answered based on scientific concepts. 10 miracles or uses of vinegar for plants and garden. 10 miracles or uses of baking soda in garden. Leaf curling, upward curl or downward curl. What your plants are trying to tell you. The making of the best potting mix for all plants. 10 points to look for before buying a plant from nursery or a garden center. 10 important do's and don'ts in summer season. Rainy season plant care to save plants. DIY season-wise vegetable planting or seed sowing calendar that's applicable worldwide. 101 gardening hacks and tricks for beginners and experts. List of USDA approved pesticides in organic gardening. 15 best natural fertilizers in organic gardening. Making of a powerful cocktail fertilizer powder. Drip irrigation for home tips and tricks. Tips on restoration or rejuvenation of old garden soil. My secrets to big sized leaves on money plant, that's pothos. Complete guide or care tips for money plant. 5 miraculous uses of onions and peels in gardening. 7 fatal mistakes while sowing seeds. 10 reasons for premature bud or flower or fruit drop-off. 15 major gardening mistakes that beginners do. Secret new trick to grow coriander faster and healthier. Identify and treat nutritional deficiency in plants by seeing their leaf yellowing pattern. 5 cow dung tricks and hacks for best results. 10 golden rules to follow while you repot your plant, whether offline or online plant purchase. Composting A to Z, like composting basics, composting materials like browns and greens, anaerobic or bokashi method of composting, aerobic or the conventional method of composting. Watering houseplants the right way, how much and how often to water. 10 easy ways to treat mealybugs and aphids on plants. How useful is hydrogen peroxide in your garden? 10 tricks to grow lots of tomatoes at home in containers. That's complete guide on growing tomatoes. 5 best garden hacks to support tomato plants. That's DIY tomato trellises and cages. 10 charcoal hacks and tricks in gardening. Unexpectedly the most powerful organic pesticide formula, that's insecticidal soap salts plus a secret recipe. All you need to know about garden soil pH and how to test soil pH at home. How to correctly use eggshells in your garden. Secrets to get enormous flowering in hibiscus and rose. Fastest method of rooting plant cuttings using a DIY hydroponic cloner. 5 powerful uses of alum in gardening. 6 amazing miracles of turmeric powder in garden. The right way to trim or prune your plants, when to prune and how to do pruning of trees. 10 tips and tricks to grow succulents and cacti. the complete guide on succulent care tips. How to identify and control common garden pests by seeing their leaf signature patterns. 10 tricks to grow lots of lemons in pots. That's complete citrus care tips. Grow these 10 vegetables at home from kitchen scraps easily. Interactive gardening quiz videos on topics like common houseplants, rose plant care quiz, garden pest identification quiz, and other general quizzes. Unique way to clone plants using toilet paper. Why chemical fertilizers like NPK, DAP and urea are hazardous to life, and why organic gardening using natural fertilizers and pesticides. List of poisonous houseplants. Caution for kids and pets at home. List of zero light or low light indoor plants. Tips to growing fruit trees in containers. A complete guide on rose plant care and how to get maximum blooms using certain tricks. New trick to root cuttings like rose using aloe vera leaf. Complete care guide on aloe vera plant. Making of a powerful aloe vera pesticide mix. Growing beans and legumes properly by avoiding gravity. Terrace garden overview with a list of some 100 common houseplants with names. Books on organic farming. Choosing the right cutting tool, like which pruning shears to use. Harvest loads of ginger or turmeric by planting only few small pieces. Tips and tricks to growing lots of potatoes in containers. Guide on growing lots of eggplant in containers. Uses of aspirin tablet in gardening. Gardening fact check, science or superstition. 20 things you're doing it wrong in gardening unknowingly. Must have gardening tools for all. DIY slugs and snail electric fence. 2 secret calcium hacks for plants. 50 more secrets for a green thumb. How to use diatomaceous earth powder in gardening. Complete care guide on adenium or desert rose plant plus trick to get a fatter codex. Miracles of neem oil in gardening. Uses of Epsom salt in gardening. What are F1, F2 and F3 seeds and heirloom seeds. 15 gardening safety tips and gear. Mycorrhizae tablets and powder for faster plant growth. Natural remedies for ant control. Uses of borax powder in garden. Using tea or coffee waste as a fertilizer to boost blooms. Uses of wood ash in gardening. Uses of sawdust for plants and why never add it in potting mix. What is grafting? Methods, techniques and benefits of grafting and also grafting tools. Vegetable harvesting tips like when to time the harvest using certain tips and tricks. Indoor planting topics like basics, grow lights, indoor potting mix and so on. Making of a 2-in-1 free fertilizer plus pesticide for plants. Plus many more topics on gardening and horticulture covered in our channel. Please visit youtube.com/garden tips to watch educational videos on gardening and farming. Happy gardening!